accepted in some form or the other in all traditions, religions all over the world. From all, we are bringing out a paper on that now. Also, all scriptures, whether it is Bible or Quran or Bhagavad Gita or anything, somewhere or the other they talked about meditation. All successful people. For example, Steve Jobs, is considered a genius. They all say meditation. Shakespeare, Plato, Aristotle, all our great masters, they all said, now I collected all of them. Now we are going to start a movement telling, by all means, Bhakti Yoga is good, all spiritual practices are good, but we must make everyone to practice meditation. Everyone means including the children. They said, oh, meditation children. Dalai Lama universally respected. He said, if every 80 child is taught meditation, within a generation there will be peace and harmony all over the planet. So like that, there are a lot of poets, plenty of people trying to be great, Hollywood stars, sports actors, they all have said that, no, meditation. So 3 years back, I was seeing the experience of people going through this Anapanasati meditation of Pyramid Society. I saw the reaction, observed. Right from children, 9-year-old children, they're not forced, automatically they sit with their parents and they share how their performance improved in academics, in the behavior, how the school appreciated them. And doctors, eminent doctors, with degrees of A to Z, they said, we have cut down our medication. We are prescribing meditation for our patients, cut down all these things. In all way, I am totally convinced that is the only safe way of saving humanity from self-destruction, saving Mother Earth from what's happening today and all these things. So we are preparing a paper shortly. We'll be sending it to the Prime Minister and all over the world. You ask me, how can it be possible? So I always remember Mother Teresa. When she walked the streets of Calcutta picking up orphan children or nursing leprosy patients. So they asked Mother, you're a frail old lady. How many people? She said, I know it's big. That doesn't mean I should do nothing. I should do whatever I can. And you can do, she inspired many people. And here, Pune, it's a sacred, sanctified by, the Sadhu Vaswani and Dada Vaswani and their movements. How much of seva they were doing it? Selfless seva in the field of health, education, particularly for the girl child and all that. There are role models, but I have seen all our masters are welcome all over movements. But we are all together, we are not touching even the fringe of the problem. Not even 1%. So unless it becomes a mass movement, the whole humanity is involved in that. Religions have their role to play, but they have own limitations. Gurus, technology, everything. But when you start meditating deep within, you become your own guru. As they say, we are all, God has created us His own image, in the Bible says also. So we are able to see what is right, and we will ensure that we do the right things. We will prevent others from doing wrong things and all that. So I'm happy you're all here. I'm talking to the already converted. I know you don't need any convincing, but still. But some of the message I reached, I'm not going to read the whole message. Immediately I got a message was from Sri Ravi Shankar, and then from Sadhguru, Jaggi Vasudev, and Daji, Daji Kamalesh Patel of Heartfulness Movement, not well known, but global movement. They all written, and of course B.K. Shivani is a world-renowned person. I only a few paragraphs because I can't use better words than those masters, just few sentences. Then I will request Didi come and give her blessings and get us now. Now, this is from Sri Ravi Shankar Gurudev. The Global Conference of Meditation Leaders Initiative, advocating for meditation everywhere for everyone, is not only commendable but also the need of the hour. This visionary call, if needed, holds the potential to usher in a new revolution in the world. I am skipping some parts. I urge everyone not only to adopt meditation in their own life, but also to actively support the widespread adoption in the society. With influential people and leaders taking the lead, this noble concept will have a more significant reach. State support plays an important role in the mass adoption of new ideas. Therefore, I urge the world leaders to heed this call of conscience from the Global Conference of Meditation Leaders. He says, let us each play our part in making this timeless practice a universal tool for healing and inner transformation on a global scale. Now from Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, your meditation is not only about you. If you become truly meditative, without knowing why, everything around you will become peaceful. If you can make just 1% of the meditation meditative, the remaining 99% will slowly transform themselves. Such is the power of human consciousness. The purpose of meditation is to create a necessary inner ambience for you to live in joy, peace, and in turn unfold your genius. If you exist here only for your body and mind, suffering is inevitable. Meditation means to go beyond the limitations of your body and mind and freedom. Sadhguru gave us a Padma. Now coming to a long message from Dadiji, but I will just give two messages. The remedy must therefore, when meditation becomes a daily habit, this is Daji. It shows that we have started caring for our minds, maintaining their good working order. Just care for our body by feeding it, keeping it clean, exercising and resting. We can feed, clean, exercise, and rest the mind through meditative practice. We remove the root causes of violence, hatred, greed, apathy, injustice, and selfishness from our systems, and open our hearts so that love flows into us and out from us, creating of peace, compassion, and kindness. And it is a crucial step towards achieving world peace. Sister B.K. Shivani, a long message. Ever since the International Day of Yoga was inaugurated in 2015, there has been a remarkable increase in the acceptance and practice of yoga. Today, our society is facing physical health crisis, mental health challenges, relationship within the families, societal conflicts, inequality, violence, and environmental degradation. Meditation comes from the word mederi, which means to heal. So it has potential to address quite a lot about various things like holistic wellness, boosted mind-body energy, hormonal balance, physical pain management, emotional pain management, fostering strong relationships, overcoming addictions, combating abuse and lust, countering corruption and crime, mental health support, enhanced self-awareness, increased focus and concentration, accurate discernment and decision-making, emotional regulation, lasting peace, love and happiness, greater contentment and gratitude, simplicity and minimalism, increased environmental awareness, better sleep, gift of a beautiful destiny. Meditation empowers the mind to think right in every situation. When our thoughts are pure, our words, actions and behaviors will also be benevolent. Our right karmas have paved the way for the beauty. The last para, meditation is no longer an option. I want to say that it is no longer an option. There is no other way of transforming from individual consciousness to societal consciousness to global consciousness now. Meditation is no longer an option. but has transcended into necessity today. Integrating it into our lifestyle equips us with valuable life skills that are essential for success in various aspects of life, including personal development, relationship, and work. It is indeed to introduce meditative practices right from the school curriculum so that each child grows up understanding that meditation is not an act of doing. Meditative mindset is a way of living. So now, I'm sure all of us are convinced, but how to make it happen? So it is the job of each one of us now to spread it to as many as possible. That's our duty. Because, we are fortunate to be born in, with good parents guiding us, coming to the path, great masters. In this moment, Patriji, we are an ordinary family man. After first day of Vipassana, he raised the value of this breath-based meditation, simplified it, perfected it, went from home to home, village to village, all over the country. In fact, many countries, he had a simple man. I know he doesn't carry a rupee in his pocket. Always somebody supporting him and all that. And his vision is first Dhyan Andhra Pradesh, then Dhyan Bharat, now Dhyan Jagat. I used to wonder, this man, what is he thinking? But he has been able to create so many hundreds of masters, and pyramids. So many pyramids, thousands of pyramids have been done. It became a way of life, popular around the world. Many of these disciples, whom they call masters, they carry his mission, fulfilling his vision, spreading the message to thousands and thousands of people. One of those branches is here, Buddha CEO Foundation, headed by Chandrasekhar, and every supporter of his wife Vani, and they are very committed team of young professionals here, giving up their own prosperous future, but the satisfaction is transforming people. I ask people, why do you do it? Because many people, many organizations, I said, you are a vice president or corporate, or why do you? He said, but the satisfaction of giving happiness, transforming lives is the supreme contentment ultimately, which money, which power can give and all that. So this is part of the organization. The second regional conference, I have taken too long. I am not supposed to, but anyhow, it's an opportunity. I will not come and trouble you again on the stage now. Thank you very much, sister. Grateful to you for your coming. We always remember Dada. What service he has done. Women's education, particularly girl child, and healing the people of their physical health and mental, ethical values and all these things. Your hospitals, you are doing great service. I'm happy Dada has empowered you to carry on the huge task on your slender shoulders. But I tell you, you are doing it remarkably well. We are very proud of you. Happy. Thank you. Namaskar. What is the next one? We go down or what?
No.
Stay back.
Please wait. Once again, thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence. And I would like to call Narendra Manipareddy, sir, former chairman, Indian Overseas Bank, and Sai Krupa Sagar, sir, CEO, Quantum Coherence Technologies.
All talks later. Didi.
Yeah. We would like to felicitate Karthikeyan, sir.
Oh, no. Don't bother.
No, sir, please come on the stage.
Request.
Yeah, I'll request.
Don't talk now, in between.
No, we are seeking your...
No, don't. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, we are honored to have you here, sir. Thank you. We are honored to have Didi Krishna Kumari ji in our conference today. So, Didi Krishna Kumari ji, born on May 9, 1961, began her spiritual journey at the age of 3 under Saints Sadhu T.L. Vaswani and Dada J.P. Vaswani. Affectionately known as Didi, she serves as the current head of Sadhu Vaswani Mission, leading with profound spiritual and ethical values. The mission operates 18 distinguished educational institutes and several multi-speciality medical centers across India, along with over 60 spiritual centers worldwide. Under her guidance, mission continues to expand its reach and impact through numerous social and humanitarian projects. Didi is a mentor to many, providing hope and strength through her selfless love and care. She is an accomplished writer and motivational speaker, capturing hearts with her work, including Rev Dada J.P. Vaswani, his life and teachings, and Dada, a messenger of love, as the editor of monthly East-West series magazine. She continues to share her insights and teachings. Her educational background includes a degree in commerce from St. Mira's College, along with the double master's degree in taxation and company law. Despite her academic pursuits, Didi dedicated herself to serving Dada J.P. Vaswani and accompanying him on his journeys both in India and abroad. She continues to interact with distinguished personalities worldwide, spreading Dada's message of love and compassion and service. Recently, she met with Shri Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, to discuss the mission's focus on soul cultivation, selfless service, and character building education. Didi's leadership, creativity, and pragmatizing in conveying spiritual truths have made her talks appeal to individuals from all walks of life, offering healing and hope to countless weary souls. In the new unfolding of India's destiny, women have to play an important part. The woman soul will lead us upward on, said Sadhu Vaswani. Didi Krishna Kumari embodies this prophecy, furthering the legacy of her spiritual mentors and paving the way for a new era of peace, harmony, and beauty. I would like to call Didi Krishna Kumari ji on the stage. I would request Geeta ma'am and Ruchali ma'am to just escort her. Vani ma'am, please. Yes, sir.
Morning, every one of you. It's a joy and an honor to be associated with this beautiful conference on meditation. Today, we live in an age of, if you have to describe this age in one word, what would it be? Love? Is it an age of love? That's what we want it to be, right? Distraction, technology. This age in one word is an age of stress. Yes, we have technology, but the more of technology, the more of, even in a meditation conference, technology does not leave us. The mobile keeps on ringing. We live in an age of stress, and meditation, therefore, is not an option. It is a necessity for each and every one of us. Each one of us vibrates with an energy. All assembled in this hall. What is the energy of the hall today? is the collective energy of all of us who are present in the hall. If you will come here tomorrow in the same hall, the energy will be different. Maybe at the next session, the energy will be different. Similarly, our homes. Who makes the energy in our homes? It is we who live in those homes. And meditation is a practical way of keeping our vibrational energy to its peak. In our places of work, in our educational institutions, in our hospitals. Let us begin by trying to raise our energy. Let us close our eyes, sit erect. You can do this as many times a day as you like. It will just take you not more than 30 to 40 seconds, but it will immediately raise your energy. It will bring you focus. It will bring you balance, calm, equanimity. And that's what we need today. We have everything that the world can give us. But we lack that calm, that peace. The more we go in search of it, the more we are going away from it. Every day, whenever you get even 2 minutes, you're waiting for the next speaker to come on stage, you can do this with and raise your energy. Close your eyes, sit straight, and keep on making these simple visualizations, these simple affirmations. I am a child of God. Infinite possibilities are within me. God's purity flows into me. God's power flows into me. God's love flows into me. God's light flows into me. God's strength flows into me. God's stability flows into me. God's courage flows into me. God's compassion flows into me. I am calm. I am serene. I am stable. I am happy and full of peace and bliss. And I radiate this peace and bliss wherever I go. Dada Sham, such a simple affirmation. Whenever you get even a few seconds, just keep making these affirmations to yourself and you will feel energized. Let me begin with a story. There was a couple, a newly wedded couple, and they shifted naturally to their new house. They had a beautiful balcony every day. They were like lovebirds. Every day the couple would come and sit in the balcony and have their morning cup of tea. When both of them would be sitting, the wife would notice that every day when we are sitting for tea, our neighbor just across comes to her balcony to dry her laundry. And every day she would notice from her balcony that the neighbor's clothes, although she has just washed them and she's putting them to dry, they appear to be stained. And she would tell her husband, she has just laundered her clothes and why are they stained? The husband would remain quiet. Every single day this went on. Every day she had a comment to make. Is it worth the energy? She's washing her clothes but they look still dirty. What type of detergent she's using, every day she would make some comment. One day, when she comes to the balcony and she's sitting having her cup of tea in the morning, again the lady comes out to dry her clothes. Today, she looks and she says, oh, the clothes appear so clean. At last, she has understood how to wash the clothes. Otherwise, every day she was wearing those dirty clothes that she was washing. And the husband said to her, my dear one, I observed it myself. Today, I got up early and I cleaned our window panes. It was our windows that were dirty, that were stained. Was anything wrong with the clothes? Where was the mistake? The mistake was we have to clean our inside. We have to clean our mirror. Because we don't clean our mirror, wherever we look, what do we find? We want to change everything that is around us, isn't it? We want our children to change. We want our parents to change. Best part, we want our spouses to change. We want our work environment to change. But where has the change come? One person. We have to cleanse ourselves, and this is the role of meditation. Meditation, it wipes the accumulated dust that we have gathered, not on a day-to-day basis, but the dust that we have gathered birth after birth after birth. Layers of dust. And as a result, what has happened? This that we have created, it obscures our vision. We are unable to see clearly. It obscures our vision, it limits our understanding. And therefore, we are misguided. Therefore, today, we are not sure of the decisions we take. Whenever we want to take any decision, we first want to refer it to I don't know how many people. Am I doing the right thing? Yes or no? Then you don't trust one, we go to the other person. Why? Because our own vision has got blurred. This is what meditation comes into. It helps us to cleanse our own mirror. It's as simple as that. It helps us to clear all the unwanted thoughts, all the unnecessary thoughts, all the negative thoughts that limit our capabilities. Each one of us, we have unlimited capabilities within us. We are only wasting our life trying to envy others. All we have to do is to just cleanse that dust. It's as simple as that. Therefore, one of the main teachings of the Gita. What is the main teachings of the Gita? One teaching of the Gita we take with ourselves today. It is man, the mind is your greatest friend and the mind is your greatest foe. The mind is your greatest friend. A clean mind, a pure mind, a stable mind is your greatest friend. But the same mind can become your foe. And this is the purpose of meditation. Usually in every street, in every city, we have so many corners where there are malls, right? We all try to gravitate to malls. There was one man, he goes to a mall and he goes and visits all the shops that are in that mall. He goes, he's attracted towards a bookstore. Today, I think we have lost the art of reading. Everything is done only digitally. But there's nothing like reading a book. There is nothing like holding a book. When you read a book, you absorb so much. And this man, he buys a book, he likes the title, he picks up the book, and there is an open area in the mall. And he says, let me sit down in the mall and enjoy the contents. At least let me browse through a few pages before I return to my home. He picks up the book, he opens the book, and he sees the first page of the book is blank. He says, maybe let me delve in deeper. Second page, it is blank. Third page, it is blank. Keeps on turning one page after another. But every page of this book is blank. And just at that moment, a thought arises in his mind. What thought? He just thinks, because even we are sitting here, I don't know how many of you are listening to me. We are thinking so many things. He was sitting there with the book in his hand, a random thought arises in his mind. He thinks that a mother is entering with a crying baby. As he's browsing through the blank pages, he actually sees a mother entering with a crying baby. And he wonders. Again, he starts browsing the book. He says, something must be there in the book. Again, a thought comes to his mind. He remembers a friend who has not spoken to him for such a long time. And his mobile rings. And who is it on the mobile? It is the friend whom he thought of. This continues. You will wonder, what do I mean by telling you this incident? This incident, it reflects on how powerful our mind can be. And meditation is the best way to strengthen our mind. Meditation is the best way to untap all the energies, all the possibilities, all the creative power that lies dormant within each and every one of us. Each one of us is a potent Krishna, a potent Buddha, a potent Christ, a potent Sadhu Vaswani. All we have to do is to strengthen our mind. Therefore, meditation, if you will ask me, what is meditation in one word? I would say meditation simply in one word is awareness. 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 How many of us are aware? Are we aware where we are? We do everything in an auto mode. We are never aware of what we are doing. When we are eating, are we aware of what we are eating? Do we relish the food? When we are working, are we focused on what we are doing? Or are we multitasking all the time, planning for the future, regretting about the past mistakes? Be aware. Be aware. It is because we are not aware that our lives today have become chaotic. And meditation, it helps us to focus on the present moment. the moment in hand, and it releases us from all worries of the past and the future. Only the present moment that is available to us, now and here, now and here. That is meditation. And one thing, one underlying principle, today you may be taught many techniques of meditation. You will hear many lectures on meditation. I don't know if you all will be taught different types of meditation. There is chakra meditation, there is yoga nidra meditation, there is transcendental meditation. There are so many varieties of meditation, breath meditation. But the one underlining principle, the one force on which all these techniques work is heightened awareness. Heightened awareness. Just being aware, being aware. And I thought I've been given only 20 minutes. I think about 5-7 minutes will be left. In the few minutes that are left, I will give you 3 practical tips on how to develop awareness. This is very, very, very important if we want to tread the path of meditation. We have to learn this art of being aware. The first practical tip is be careful on what are your thoughts when you wake up in the morning. This is very, very, very important. Your first thoughts on waking up in the morning. Are they thoughts of despair or are they thoughts of faith, of hope? Are they thoughts of gratitude, of appreciation, of being grateful, appreciative for the gift of life that we have received? Be careful of the thoughts that you think. The thoughts that you think, first thought that you think in the morning, it will determine your mood for the day. And your mood for the day will determine your actions of the day. When you get up with a bad mood, with those thoughts, entire day you're easily stressed, easily irritated, easily anxious. Our mood affects our thoughts. Our thoughts affect our moods. Our moods affect our actions. Whether our actions are productive, whether our actions are proactive, or we feel lazy and helpless throughout the day. Our mood, it determines our responses. Whether we keep on reacting to situations or we keep on responding to situations. Whether keep on reacting to people, keep on responding to people. They determine our responses. They determine our attitude. Whether our attitude is going to be a positive one or an attitude is going to be a negative one. And therefore, depending on our thoughts, we enter into the day. We find the day open, full of opportunities, full of excitement, or we find, sometimes we get up from sleep and we say, it's just another day. Again, I have to get up and go to that same office, that same environment. Or we get up and we say, it's going to be a beautiful day. Today I'll have more challenges to face, new challenges to face, new experiences. That depends upon us. Be careful of the thoughts, the first thought especially when you on waking up. Secondly, be aware of your thoughts even throughout the day. This is very, very necessary. Therefore, in the morning when you get up, fix a goal for yourself. Today, this is going to be my goal. Every day, fix a goal for yourself and see that your thoughts and your actions throughout the day are aligned to your goal. What do? We get up. Maybe we fix a goal and then we start our day. We look around. We look at our peers. We look at our colleagues. We look at our Instagram. And then what happens? We get carried away by what everyone else is doing around us. And we forget our own goal. We try to compare ourselves with others. We try not only to compare, then we try to compete with them. This disturbs our calm, serenity, our inner equilibrium. There is a beautiful story of a small child. Sir Karthikeyan said to us, children should be taught meditation, but I always love to be in the company of children, especially very, very small children who are not contaminated. Actual state of meditation. Feel relaxed, you feel so positive. We try to influence children our way, that their calm gets disturbed, their peace gets disturbed. We put pressures on them. We give them targets. And then when exam comes, we tell them, why are you all stressed? How can you be stressed? If you're stressed, how will you be able to deliver? This little child, every day, he loved stars. He would climb the roof of his house. You have seen in villages, there are homes with thatched roofs or with those thatched roofs. Every day, he would climb the roof of his house and he would go and admire the stars. And he would feel so happy. Every day, he would go and admire the stars. And he would feel at peace, happy. One day, as he was sitting, the man sees the child on the roof of the house. The child on the tells him, what are you doing there up? He tells him, you are there up. I'm admiring the stars. The stars are so beautiful, aren't they? And this man gets intrigued. He says, really? I have never stood, paused, and even marveled at God's creation. Let me go and sit with this child. He climbs up the roof. And he starts looking at the stars. And the child says to him, aren't the stars beautiful? Don't the stars make the sky beautiful? Just look at the sky. He looks at the child. He says, yes, the sky is so beautiful. Child, he says, from the next day, I never saw the sky in the same perspective. Just imagine, we come and disturb the perspective of our children by bringing them into this age of competition and comparison. Let us stay on track. Let us be true to ourselves. Stay true to our own goal. Therefore, throughout the day, set your goal and see that your thoughts and actions are aligned to your goal. Each one is unique. Each one of you has their own capabilities, their own strengths. Let us focus on them. Therefore, we must do 3 things every day. Firstly, be careful, as we are so careful today of the diet that we give to our bodies, which is very good. We need to keep our bodies healthy. We need to keep our bodies strong. But we need to give the right type of diet to our mind. If we want to start meditation, first we have to set the base. And that is the right diet for the mind. That is a separate topic in itself. What is the right diet for the mind? Without giving the right diet of the mind, we can even take a first step in meditation. Give your mind the right diet. The second thing, take care of the company that you move. Jaisa sang, vaisa rang. Be careful of the company that you move. And company is not only physical company. Today, we have less of physical company, but more of digital company. Be masters of your gadgets. Don't become slaves of your gadgets. Be masters. Know when to use them, know when to stay away from them. When you come for meditation programs, whether it is the organizer or whether it is the attendee, technology should be away. Everything should be away. Be careful of the company that you keep. This is very, very, very important. This is very, very, very important. Be careful of your vocabulary. Not only what we speak, but we speak. What is our speak? What is our tone? What is our speed? What is our speed? Until we first create outer silence, we will never be able to create inner silence. Outer silence is the first step. And then we have to deal with the greater problem, that is the glamour of our thoughts. Because today, the one malady which is the cause of all diseases, whether mental or physical, is overthinking. Be careful of the vocabulary. That you entertain in your mind every morning. The second practical suggestion, wear throughout and fix a goal and aligned to your goal in every thought and in every. And the third tip, when you retire at night, before you sleep, do a mental scan of your entire, through each and every action that you in the reverse. Go through your thoughts. You will realize that during the day you had some repeated behaviors. You will realize during the day you experienced repeated emotions. Observe yourself, be aware. You will realize you had repeated responses. Ask yourself what triggered those behaviors, what triggered responses, what triggered those emotions. Observe your patterns before you sleep in the night. And ask yourself, are these patterns actually making my life useful, meaningful, peaceful? If no, tomorrow these are the changes that I would bring in my own life. every day mental scan your own activities. Do a daily review. Do these three things, we will be able to start our journey of meditation. I have brought with me other 7 tips which will facilitate us, but today there is no time to share with you. Enough if we take these 3 practical tips with ourselves and just practice awareness, awareness, awareness. The more we become aware of everything that is happening, the more we will be calm, the more we will be still, the more we will be stable. Earlier, meditation was practiced to get a deeper understanding of mystical forces. But today, meditation is required to be able to live life naturally. We have forgotten how to live life naturally. Our lives have become so artificial today. And remember, the effect of meditation is not only during the period that you meditate, but you carry those vibrations with you throughout the day. Then you are calm even if around there is chaos. Then you have strength even if you are faced by problems. Then you have wisdom even if you are surrounded by distraction. And most importantly, you are tranquil even in turmoil. Then you radiate those vibrations, and wherever you go, you carry that peace with yourself. You become a radiator of God's peace, a radiator of God's love, a radiator of God's harmony. This is what is required. And I pray that this conference will be successful in creating such radiators who keep on radiating God's love, God's peace, and God's power to everyone. This is what our planet needs today. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. Namaste.
Thank you, Didi. Please stay. Thank you, Didi, for your insightful guidance for us. And I would like to request Padma Shri Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan sir, former CBI director, former CRP director. Chandra, founder of Buddha Seed, to come on stage and felicitate Didi. Today, be careful of thoughts, be aligned with the goals, and before you sleep, do the mental scan. Once again, thank you, Didi, for gracing us. We'll proceed with the magazine launch. I would call Chandra sir, Chandra Pulamara Setti, a founder of Buddha CEO.
Saga, please come onto the stage. We'll release Buddha Seva Foundation magazine. Sridhar Saraswati, please come on the stage.
One of the objectives of Buddha CEO is to publish literature, publish magazines around the practice of meditation. And this Buddha CEO magazine has been published every quarter. This contains a lot of articles on the science behind meditation. And this issue specifically documents all the proceedings of the first global conference of meditation leaders held in Delhi in February. So it has Karthikeyan sir's speech, all the chief speech, Srimati Kiran Bedi and Dr. Gupta, Mohit Gupta, everyone.
What do I say after we are all in a trance now? What a powerful technology of meditation, being in awareness all the time, simple steps to start the meditation during the day and end the day and be meditative. Meditative life. That's the way ultimately purpose. So beautifully said. Like Dada. He used to be like this child, like children can understand. With a smile always. He also always will say, my time is up. Somebody says, he will ask me, can I go on? So, 100, at the age of 100. So much of this. Any of you carry the same vibration system. Thank you.
Yeah, so each of you will get a copy of this now that it's launched. We'll see a mechanism to hand it over to you.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to call upon Chandra sir for keynote speech. So, Chandra Pulamara Setti, founder of Buddha Quantum CEO Foundation, is a successful entrepreneur, former vice president at IBM Corporation, meditation coach, and a board member advisory of Pyramid Valley International Quantum Life University. Chandra sir attributes a lot of his success, including the acquisition of his software company, to the powerful techniques based on meditation and manifestation. Inspired and deeply transformed by the teachings of Brahmarshi Patriji, he studied several masters from East and West, including Dr. Joe Dispenza, Swami Rama, Neil Walsh, Seth, and many more. He has been practicing meditation for over 22 years now. Teaches regularly to the teachers and professionals, conducts multi-day meditation retreats, and participates in several meditation service activities. Chandra sir shares the vision of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji of a spiritual world being established in the shortest possible time, where every leader transforms into a meditation leader and contributes to this cause significantly. Thank you, sir. I would like to call Chandra sir here.
Let's watch a couple of videos before we begin.
Whenever you want to get charged, you must go into meditation. In your worldly activity, in your physical activity, in your mental activity, in your intellectual activity, you have to expend a lot of energy to get the work done. When you are doing work, the energy is getting discharged. Then gradually you will come at a low point of energy. Then that is the time for you to recharge yourself through closing your eyes and observing your breathing. Normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breathing. The science of meditation says when you are with the breath, the mind becomes empty. The mind is a barrier between outside energy and body's energy.
Okay.
So when the mind
While we're
becomes
gonna fix
empty,
this,
that outside energy
happy morning,
flows
dear
into
friends
the
and masters.
body. No doctor, no medicine, nothing is required. They are all
I've met
God.
Brahmashi Patriji,
So right from
who is the
headache to
founder of
cancer,
Pyramid Spiritual
all
Society's
things
movement.
would vanish once you are sitting comfortably,
25
closing
years
your eyes
ago.
and observing your breathing. No
So
mantras
the first thing
whatsoever.
that he mentioned
So when you are with the breath,
when I met him
the
was
vast
that
energy, they flow into the body's vessel.
you may have achieved
All
things,
problems
but
vanish, A to Z.
living life is a science.
All
and
questions
you
are
know it.
answered, A to Z.
What you're
You
trying
just
to
need
refer
to close your eyes in your own home
at that point was the
and keep
spiritual
observing the
science,
breathing.
or the science of meditation, which is
The mind wanders, but bring it back
making
to the
us
breath. After some time of this ding-dong battle,
an
then you
unlimited,
stay with the
infinite
breath.
being.
The science of meditation is the mother of all other sciences. The science
We
of the
are-
spirit
In his
is
own
the
words,
source
we are
of
very,
all
very
other
limited in thought,
sciences of matter.
but yet thoughts create
Everything
our
is
outer reality
psychosomaticity.
constantly.
That is what we learn in
And so we
spiritual
constantly analyze and
science.
limit ourselves from many, many ways where we are designed to create through our thought, through the expansion of our thought. So I didn't understand what he meant by that, because thoughts are thoughts, they're there. I never even paid attention to what they meant. But only later, after doing thorough study about this whole concept of how life experiences are coming to reality, what is connected, what is the mind, where are they, where are thoughts coming from, and how is an experience created, and everything is scientifically corroborated. And then where is meditation coming into picture? Because then he said, if you meditate, then you're cultivating your mind, and so when you cultivate your mind, you have a great life. So I'm very, very grateful to him. Subsequently, then I have associated myself with him practicing meditation. And I liked the way, and I liked his philosophy and the way he carried his teachings, is because one, the meditation technique that we learn is very, very simple. Two, he always said that you heal your challenges, you solve your problems, you heal your life, you create your life by your own self. Be a light unto yourself. That is the constant caption that I used to see. Be a light unto yourself. That means you are the one to take care of your life, not somebody else. There is no something out there which is coming and then taking care. If people are not doing the way you expect them, and then if you continue to complain, then there is a solution. So it will always be, then you feel helpless if they don't change. That is fine. Then he said, if you change your thought, then you think about things, and then if you increase, if you do meditation, then things will change, and automatically whatever that you're looking for will continue to happen. Empowerment is with you, but not with somebody else. And all of that is saying is happening through meditation. So we wanted to explore this scientifically to say, how does that happen? But then I wanted to practice this. I practiced for a few days. First thing that happened, practice this. By the way, I was introduced to this meditation by my brother, medical Dr. GK. He was also simultaneously at that time. He runs one of the partner organization called Spiritual Tablets Foundation, which is essentially believes that healing is through wisdom capsules. If we change our thought, if we change our understanding of life, and then behave appropriately or being able to express our emotion, then all healing will happen. And so spiritual tablets are wisdom capsules. And so he was introducing me, telling me that meditation will give you success, meditation will give you growth. The conference theme is excellence through meditation. And I was in the United States, very successful from an IT career perspective. And so that time I used to tell him meditation is only under the time of retirement, not now, so don't waste time. You're just a budding medical doctor, so you should be really going and practicing things, but not talk about meditation. But then slowly, when I met Patrici, then I felt that I must explore this, and I started exploring. Because meditation is about experiencing the invisible, experiencing the infinite frequencies of the entire universe. Everything is an energy science that we are an energy being is what we heard from the Krishna Kumarji, that we are an energy being. Everything is an energy science. And if we start looking into it, exploring it, and the science is revealing that there is an energy science, and then the physical frequency, physical nature is just a frequency, and meditation helps us to go beyond the physical frequency, which is an infinite frequency. And so then we experience many things. And all of that is triggered through the thought. So when I came into practice, I wanted to explore it. The simple meditation that we will practice throughout the day, explore it. Then the first thing that I saw is that I became very, very light. I no longer was worrying about things the way I was projecting. I was a director in a software company that time. I was no longer projecting things. If deliveries are not happening, 2 weeks later, the delivery is there, deadline is there, but that I may not meet, but it is okay. Before meditation, I was constantly carrying that stress, constantly thinking about what happened. Will this happen, not happen? And the stress, which apparently is caused, which I didn't know then, by repeated thinking, constant rumination, the stress was removed in medical language. There's no stress. Stress has dramatically gone down. Second thing, something beautiful happened is that meditation helped me bring into a positive thinking and positive state. I was to read a lot of books, good books, many good books that are the suggested, philosophical as well as scientific books and meditation, which I was also reading simultaneous to practice of meditation. And the books were telling me things like chaos create reality. They were telling me your body can heal. They're telling me that what you think is whatever you say, think about people. If you have judgment about people, they exhibit that way. You are mirrors. Everything that your relationships are mirrors with others. So that means if you are having a specific not great relationship with somebody, it's because there is a certain reflection inside you. If you fix that, then automatically people will change. And the outer, everything was pointing to change inside. This meditation, while I was reading the books too regularly, while parallel meditation practice, which I was doing about an hour a day. For about 40 to 60 days, I did initially just to explore. And then the second thing that happened is that people started changing. The same person who was biased to me no longer is biased to me. The same person who was not cooperating with me no longer is cooperating. No longer was non-cooperative, is very cooperating. Things changed. So work became very, very beautiful because you go to work to experience joyful moments. And so you want the team to be cooperative. And so then that was happening automatically. And the third thing that happened was in a few days from then, about 4 months later, I healed of a medical condition which was preventing from doing air travel freely. Every time I do air travel, my ears would get blocked, but they don't get unblocked when you've come down from the flight. And that was bothering me significantly because that would create intense pain, and then that will lead to infection, then I have to take antibiotics every time I do it. So it was the pain that was bothering me quite a bit. So I was encouraging myself to doing it. But if you are in a corporate career, if you have to travel, and then you have to cut down travel, if you are in leadership positions particularly, then you have a challenge. You are compromising on career. So that was happening. But to my great surprise, in spite of 6 years of visiting many, many ENT specialists, and then all of them saying only one thing, that is a lifelong condition. Decongestion does not happen that easily for you. And so decongestion doesn't happen, so it's going to be there, and you just have to live with tablets and painkillers and stuff. But that 4 months of practice meditation, it automatically disappeared. So I was very, very excited. The next time I took an air travel, you should travel quite a bit between Bangalore and United States those days. And so then, next time I was doing these multiple flights you have to take to connections. And I used to dread the travel because if you're there waiting 6 hours in between an airport and then no doctor, so it's all a pain. But then, after 4 months of practice, without me noticing it, these things were no longer occurring to me. My ears were just great, and then I was using flight after flight. And I was very, very surprised and happy that things happened just like that. I didn't realize, only then I realized, okay, so I didn't have pain this time. The condition that I was told that will be a lifelong condition disappeared. And we see this now with many, many people who join our programs. Thousands and thousands of people are healing. 70% say they're healing after 40 days of meditation. They know that they're healing or they're healed of maybe some IBS condition, maybe some migraine headache. They say no longer occurring. I used to have a migraine every now and then. It's not there. So the moment I realized this health benefit has happened, so then when I had to test myself, next time I traveled 2 months later, I said, let me not carry any medication to see if it's going to work still, because maybe I was under this protection of medication on the side as a standby. And I did that, and then again, no pain. And so that's the time I decided our body heals, and then I can experiment on my body. And so we can continue to live a life which is free of any issues with the body, and then even if there is some sickness, and then automatically it heals because of a regular meditation and a vegetarian diet that I've taken since that time. 20 years plus, and then you don't have to visit, you don't have to worry about health, or visit doctors or anything, because meditation is truly helping to heal ourselves. The energy is there, and there is so much science. So with these understandings of having great relationship with people, and then stress not there, and then health improved suddenly of conditions were told to be incurable. And so then it became to explore this significantly. That's when I associated with Patriji. Great master of spiritual societies movement through the last 40 years. Millions of people have been taught this simple meditation we practice. This meditation, Patriji, is scientific in nature. So whatever you say, it must be verifiable. How does awareness come? We all know that I should speak nicely, I should not express anger, then I must reflect in the night, everything is there. I must be positive at any given time. But then how many of those that we can follow through? We know a lot of good things are there. Ahimsa paramo dharma is there. Good things are there, but how many can we follow? And why is that we're not able to follow? Because I think make a resolution starting tomorrow, I'm going to be there. Every day I'll wake up at 6 o'clock and do my 1 hour study, because that's a great time to read. Or I do my exercise. But we have so many of them, but then many times we don't even able to follow through the resolutions we make. Because there's fundamentally something is happening through our mind and subconscious, and the meditation is there to build that awareness for us to resolution or awareness, to be the moment present in the moment, to say, what is it that I must do? This is built plenty through meditation, apart from many, many things. And so then I explored, and then he was a great master who, through whom he wanted this simple meditation, if it can be given. Now, we're grateful to Karthikeya, who is constantly been advocating meditation as a single solution. If the meditation can be given, then all problems would be solved. Is how Patriji would translate and then have this simple, and it should be simple so that anyone, any age can practice it. It has to be simple. So people who are not educated to follow 20 steps of doing step one, step two, should be simple. And so with that simple technology of meditation, Patrizi helped to create many meditation channels, many masters worldwide through whom it is spreading. And so Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, can I get the channel back if I need slides to be practical? So with that, we wanted to take meditation, Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation formed with Patrizi's guidance to meditation more scientifically to understand what exactly happens in meditation. And so we're taking with the scientific voice, Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation was formed. I need next slide, Rakesh. Yes. So Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation was formed to take a scientific voice to many leadership, because Patrizi had vision that take this to the leadership, because leaders have many resources, and then when they are convinced meditation, they can easily implement it. The resources of people, wisdom, material, money, all of that, they can extend it easily to everyone. And so then we formed this Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation with mentorship by Padma Shri Karthikeyan, constantly helping us, guiding us in introducing as many people, because we get a scientific understanding of why things and how things are happening. And we're grateful to our mentors, Balasubramaniam and then R.V. Ramani, and then Dr. G.K. who introduced me. We're ever grateful to many Buddha Sevas worldwide who are taking this to many organizations more scientifically. Yes. So I wanted to quickly talk about this research that is done. It is called placebo effect. How many people know placebo effect? So this is a simple concept. Why it is important that with meditation and concepts, because placebo is a concept is used in medical industry, pharmaceutical industry, to create new drugs. And so patients are taken, and then whenever a medical to introduce a new medication, so then they have the medication, the tablets, the drugs, they take patients, and then there are two groups. One group, they have been given this a real medicine tablet. This tablet is going to cure, let's say, bring your BP down and whatever the tablet. And here is this another group, a fake tablet, not so then that this fake tablet is going to your BP is going to bring it down in 1 hour. And both of them, at the end of a few weeks trials, both of them give results. And the fake tablet, people who take fake tablet also are always exhibiting a recovery in their health. And so then they have to demonstrate that the real tablet also showed adequate result as much as the fake tablet. And then they are given approval for the drug. It's called placebo effect, that you believe in something, and if you don't doubt it, then automatically it becomes real. So it means it is talking about thought. Belief means thought, deep thought and feeling. And if you have that, then automatically it gives you results. So they did this experimentation on asthma patients. And asthma patients, they taken inhalers, and then they brought asthma patients to the medical clinic. And the medical clinic said, we are doing research, so be part of it. And they're taken asthma patients, they gave them inhalers, and they told them in the inhaler, we're filling it with allergen. Allergen will inflate the asthma. And then they gave them inhalers, but actually they filled the inhaler with only water vapor. And so when they put the water vapor, they gave them allergen, so if you inhale, you're going to asthma will flare up. And so to their great surprise, they found that after inhaling the inhalers containing water vapor, the asthma patients had seen that their asthma increased seriously to 30% of people, that they had to now administer a drug for them to actually come down again, asthma to come down, just by inhaling water vapor, just because they've been told that it contains it contains allergen. So they believe it contains allergen. They believe they're inhaling allergen, and so their asthma condition flared up. Right? 48% have this condition. But the reverse isn't true. Now they're having asthma. Now they said, okay, we are giving you inhaler, which contain some relief medication, and so that's going to take care of it. Now, but however, when they're giving inhaler, they put allergen this time, real allergen, which will actually trigger asthma even worse. So they told them, we're giving you relief medication in the inhaler this time because you have asthma. It'll go down, but then actually put an allergen, so it should ideally flare up, but their asthma came down. So it didn't matter what they're actually carrying in the inhaler. It is the belief that patients had, the thought they had, was what is causing them to heal or not heal. It's called placebo. Our belief, if I believe something strongly, then that is coming up, that's coming up. Faith healing. A lot of times masters heal. But the master's healing is that nature of faith, and significantly, there's a lot of research that is there. So the important concept here is that the how much belief I have, and how if I believe, if I strongly think this can happen, then it happens. Another simple story. Now this is definitely astonishing. Now there are a group of maids in a hotel, and every time the hotel hires the maids, and they're house cleaning staff, and they're cleaning these rooms. And apparently in that hotel industry, cleaning the toilets is one of the most toughest things to do, and they become very, very tiresome. Now, so this house cleaning staff, when they're joining, and then usually within 2 to 3 months, they all develop some kind of backache and problems, and so they're resigning. And so the hotelier who wanted to understand, because every time someone joins, they resign after 2 to 3 months, developing some backaches. They felt, basically, they all feeling that it's very, very tiresome, very, very difficult job to do, because in a day, in 8 hours, they'll do 8-9 rooms. That means there was so much time they're spending cleaning so many toilets. It is, of course, tiresome. It is a little painful. But they believed strongly because every time they were, now generally house cleaning staff, they all are being referred by friends and friends and friends. So every time they're being hired, they've always had stories listening from their friends. Oh, you're doing this, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. That hotel particularly, they're not well-designed rooms, and so it's going to be so much stretch, and it's going to be really difficult. So they were hearing these stories from friends or the other. So they would come in, and they would go through a 3 month of job, then they also have developed problems, because the friends also would tell, I developed this backache, my backache, aggravated, knees problem, all that. But then when this hotelier had this thing, that I said, okay, I need to do something about it. So then he invited a neuroscientist, or somebody who also knows about physical training as well as life training. So he brought him, and then all he did was to make them and give them a half-an-hour lecture, explaining them and making a connection, making them do a different meaning about the process. He said, you know what, when you're doing this, cleaning of this sink, and you are stretching your hand. When you're going and then doing this cleaning of this toilets, you're stretching your back quite nicely. It's giving you right exercise. When you're going and then reaching out to that dustbin right in that corner, your back is really, really giving a good exercise. So gave them a lot of tips about why everything they're doing is helping their body differently. It's a positive meaning is what you explain to them. With that positive meaning, and then afterwards nobody reported any health problems ever since they understood. It's called new meaning. If we assign a meaning to whatever that we understand, then automatically we are able to then create that. So the moment they had a new meaning that, okay, this is good for us, when we are able to do this cleaning, hard work, but however, it is good for my body. So they're experiencing, they're thinking they're actually doing an exercise, and automatically daily exercise is coming. So they're happy, and so no more complaints about health. So the point here, friends, is that our thoughts create our outer reality is there. Now, quantum physics corroborates this concept. When I came into meditation, I was experiencing that people would tell me, your thoughts create things, and it is happening. Meditation clears all negative thought, and so then meditation keeps us into a positive frame, so many good things happen. And so then, how to investigate? So now, quantum physics to our rescue. Quantum physics is telling us that everything out there is energy. 99.99% out there is energy and emptiness. It's empty, it is all energy. It's full of possibilities. And so quantum physics is saying that 99.99% out there is emptiness and energy. It's all full of possibilities. Possibility means experience. And there are experiments from quantum physics. We explain this quite a bit in our programs, online programs, all of them are free, that our energy becomes matter through observation. The statement that we have heard, bhavam tadbhavati, means that what your bhava is, what you experience, it becomes matter through observation. So by default, according to quantum physics, everything in this universe is all energy, and then all experiences are there in the energy, because according to physics, there is only energy and matter. There are two states. And so all experiences that are there in this energy field, and then they become matter through observation. Observation is thought and feeling. What you think is what you become. In this conscious, in this double-slit experimentation there, and then you can search YouTube, double-slit experimentation, you will find that wherever there is a conscious observer, then an electron by default is energy becomes matter. There is huge science here explaining. An electron by default, which is energy, which we all thought is particle, but actually is energy. So that means everything is energy, and then energy becomes matter when there is a conscious observer. The observer will expect something to be there as a particle or a matter, and so then it becomes that. So the point, dear friends, is that there is placebo research, which is talking about thought create reality, and then there is the concept of quantum physics concepts, which are also indicating that becomes matter operation, right? And so then, of course, we must verify. And so then, what is the thing about if our thoughts create things, and then if we can control our mind, and if we can train our mind to be beautifully there, then of course, then we should draw experiences, and then we should to verify it by ourselves. Meditation is that thing that trains our mind significantly. And mind is in two aspects of it. There is restless nature of the mind, and then there is a limited nature of the mind. A restless nature, 50,000 thoughts a day, and it is going here, there, what will happen in future? Can I express in this meeting? Will they think something about me? Will I lose this? Will I lose that? Jobs are not there. It's a restless nature, jumping back and forth. My life is difficult. So many things are there based on situations that are occurring everywhere, right? And then limiting nature is saying, like an elephant, is basically tying it called beliefs. A limiting nature, I can't do this, it's not possible by me, I don't have a good degree. So there all are limitations that we set ourselves. If thoughts create reality, then if I have a limitation, if I believe that I say I'm unlucky, then I'm unlucky. If you say that my bosses just don't encourage innovation, then it's a limiting nature, so you never even attempt to try something new in your organization when you think you already decided yourself. Thoughts create reality. So then what is mapped here? Next slide. Three brains. Our brain, if you look at it and map it, there are three brains. One is the conscious mind, which is a part of the brain, which is a big part of the brain that we all carry, but only little part of it. There is this subconscious mind, which is a little part of the brain called limbic brain, emotion brain. So conscious mind, which is mapped to this big part of the brain, is where we have the restless nature of the thought. Thoughts jumping everywhere. And so many thoughts of so much negative reality. Right now, if I say, oh, this is not going to be great, so probably you're going to have not a great experience with that person. Oh, this person is always a little challenging. So we talk that, then that person is, oh, this person is a little frustrated. So then we'll get a frustrating answer from the other person. So a negative reality is created through this restless nature of the mind. And the second, subconscious mind, which is belief system. 90% of our life are through the subconscious mind, which are limitations, the beliefs. And so these two aspects, if they can be fixed, conscious mind and subconscious mind can be fixed, and if they can be, if the subconscious limitation that we have, mind is evil, now companies don't give hikes, and nobody changes ever, politics are difficult to handle. So everything that we have as a conclusion is all called limitations. If thoughts create reality, limitations create the same limited reality. That's the idea, right? My body cannot heal because I'm about 60 years, and so it doesn't have enough support. And then we're thinking that way, we say that way. But on the contrary, we see now many people who change that thought, they're actually healing, they're actually back on track, they're actually walking, they're going around and doing many things. Because they start thinking differently, strongly. So then the solution, dear friends, is to train the mind, retrain the mind, is to do two things. One is meditation, another is wisdom. Meditation and wisdom together. Wisdom is helping us to come out of the limitation that everything is possible. Wisdom from quantum physics, wisdom from placebo concepts, wisdom from various people, their experience through a great thought. For example, Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can see it. That is like experience summed up. And so all you have to do is to dream, which is Abdul Kalamji's concept too. Imagination is a lot more important. And then they said, so their life is saying that if you have great thought, then you can get to the great life. And so applying all of this, then we need wisdom to change the limitation, and then we need meditation to be able to aware to apply the wisdom at the right time. That awareness, that being in the moment to bring that wisdom into action is the whole idea. So meditation helps one to be in the moment to apply the wisdom so that they readily are able to move into a positive state of territory. There are, of course, some more aspects that meditation is doing to the brain in terms of helping us called neuroscience. The neuroscience of meditation, neuroscience is telling us that when you people meditate, that means meditation means emptying the mind and resting the mind. And when you people meditate, then it is helping to fundamentally alter the structure of the brain significantly. The brain has so many reasons called neurons and neural cells, and all of them are thickening. Neurons are getting developed. Much of neural glue is there, because of which the structure of the brain is changed. So many aspects of the brain regions are becoming thicker and then more flexible, and so they become coherent. So they all work together beautifully. If you have a group of people together in a meeting, and if they're all independently working, so there is nothing that gets done. If everybody is trying to prove their points, they're trying to cooperate with each other. Okay, one person made a point, another person not required to make the same point repeated unnecessarily, then you something happening. So the brain also, all the different reasons are due to stress, they're not working coherently. So the meditation helps to bring new neurons, neural groove, and then coherency, so all part of the brain work together. And the same thing that meditation, they were done the research, received that there are thoughts of different frequency, and then meditation is moving the brain in getting rid of all the unwanted thought, the stressful thought, and then moves into a frequency of thought which are very beneficial to us. Beneficial waves means, for example, being able to read faster, learn faster, being able to create, look for new ways of doing things, innovation, healing. They're all are beneficial brain states. And a peak performance, international athletes go into a peak performance state called gamma. The brain has a state called gamma. Into the gamma states, if you go in, then suddenly the brain is working, everything is working like at a super natural state, and so then they can provide you best performance possible. And then that is happening for many people when they meditate. So meditation, scientifically observed in the brain, that it moves into very beneficial states. Because of that, and then much research that is there, many research teams are there, like whole brain synchronization, and then shrinking of fear center called amygdala in the brain. So many research items are there, and because of all of that, when meditation is practiced, and so so we have some fundamental benefits. And the first one is the stress is removed significantly. Body moves into a homeostasis mode when you meditate, which means all the unwanted thought is gone, and so as a result, then the stress, that means the interference in the body is removed. When the interference in the body is removed, body functions pretty well. It's called homeostasis. And so when thoughts are there, they're interfering, and then they're causing the body to be in an emergency mode. So meditation, as it removes its thoughts, and then body comes back into a normal mode. When it comes to normal mode, then it is behaving beautifully, so all health comes back. 90% of the illnesses are due to stress. And so meditation is eliminating stress just very instantaneously, very easily and quickly. It eliminates stress. Within 3 weeks of practice of meditation, that is eliminating stress. That's why it is one of the biggest stress busters that many, many organizations are encouraging. The second thing is meditation is essentially when we can't change the world, and which is, we can't change the world. We see some of the leaders practicing meditation are going to share in the next panel discussion of rather than trying to change the world, to change yourself. Just like, a small child, when there is a fall, what do? They simply get up and go forward. They don't try to analyze here and say who is the one to fault and why is this stone here, why would they fall and all that. They don't blame, they don't analyze. So the same thing with meditation improves emotional regulation, intelligence in a way that our day-to-day issues become non-issues. Traffic jams and people cutting in front of you, there's bosses hailing at others. Many things become non-issues. We start looking from others' perspective, empathetic, and so then things become, they may be end of the month, money is limited, so then we start worrying about it. So become non-issues and say, okay, I can live through it. It brings that when you can't change the situation, you can be with yourself because it that awareness to be there. It automatically regulates because it has produces something called many chemicals in the brain, dopamine, serotonin. All these chemicals are making one feel good, automatically change into good mood automatically. If other situations are changing or not doesn't matter, but internally it changes the mood for the individual just by having these chemicals produced. Meditation produces, research is there. And so many issues that are uncontrollable become non-issues over a period of time. Right? You can't change your spouse, you can't change your people on the other side, how they change or not, but you can be there because of this internal great amount of change that is happening in the brain and the body. And the third thing that meditation is doing is the significant part, which is what we are fundamentally taking, is the growth. It's not only a well-being tool. Meditation is helping to change the mind from a neuro-rigid mind to a plastic mind. A plastic mind is always looking for new ideas. The plastic mind is saying, yes, when you go to a manager and the manager goes to team members and say, our business is asking us to do this. And they probably are asking us to do 5 times stretch target. Can we do it? A normal mind is saying, immediately recollecting the past events and saying, oh my God, impossible. Last time we failed. The question is so strong, so I don't think I want to take it up again, and I'm going to be very defensive, so immediately become defensive. But a new mind with a meditative mind, which is more conducive, cultivated, now it's saying it is because it's spending a long time in this alpha theta brainwave states, and it is saying, okay, let me try, why not? It understands the possibilities are there, why not, I can try. It knows that maybe if I fail, maybe my manager may still question me, but here is an opportunity to try something new, repeat the same. So they're ready to try new things, and then that's how a lot of growth happens, because you got to say yes to try, rather than trying to be taking fixed positions and this is the only way to do. So meditation fundamentally is helping growth for people, for the companies and organizations, individuals. What you think 10, think 100. What you think of 100, you'll think 1,000. Because you're all thinking that many things are possible. By default, we have that. And then the fourth difference is that meditation is developing an unconditional service attitude. For me, will change it to how can I help others by default. When it is, because we understand the technology, the thing is energy, and then we are limited matter according to quantum physics. And in meditation, when we empty ourselves and experiencing this energy field, in the energy field, there is a concept of quantum entanglement, connected, entangled with each other. As deep inside we are energy, if you look at in the energy, we're all connected. And so in meditation, we experience that connection, speaking, and so then we come out of meditation and then we start thinking about, we drop differences, we greatly connect, we start connecting, we say, how can I help? We might have agreement, desires, but then when it comes to we're connecting difference. So naturally developing great service attitude. That means from an organizational perspective, from community perspective, it is cooperation. Not trying to say, oh, then not for me, let me not bother about it. No agenda, only agenda they have is to see that other person can benefit. That's truly what is happening, because you're experiencing fundamentally that connection when you which will practically. In our programs, we say that consistently 80% of the people and more in all these parameters are showing up that way, and that's how we're able to organize this conference, because all through volunteers, because they want to help. They see the benefit, they want to help. The last thing, and friends, of the many, many benefits is purpose. We create what we want. Meditation increases mindset, so create things, but there will be a point where it needs to be satisfying, it needs to be content and meaningful. And so meditation is bringing their heart and brain coherence. So it's no longer about how much of what I'm earning, and how many positions, how much of fame, shame, all that. It's no longer external people validating you. Instead, it's about internally. When you become coherent, you're asking yourself question: how meaningful life is, and it's called purpose. We align to our purpose, and then we say, what if I do this is what is important? So it's called going from desires to needs to others' needs. It is the stage. Initially, we have a lot of desires. We move to needs of ours. We move to the needs of others as the chain happens. The point is that everyone has a purpose, and then meditation helps us to align and say, what is my purpose? It fundamentally organizes people. People go into organizations, then they with politics. But if I went into an organization for a purpose, I want to take care of profit, or I want to exhibit my skill and then create something new with technology. So the purpose alignment comes automatically. With meditation, even though we go in there, then it is toxic, but then it brings us back into why in this organization is valuable. If I spend 5 years doing politics, neither I grow nor organization. So it brings us back to the alignment of a goal and a purpose of why I am there. And then slowly, of course, it reveals one's life purpose. So then we look at it and say we're experiencing something new greatly than to waste times being into this politics people, friends. So purpose is understood, and so constantly keeps us aligned. And if a group of people are doing the meditation, then group is aligned into a common goal pretty easily. I used to do this in my company. Always used to have from the management team about 17 of us VPs, directors. We sit together and meditate. Especially we're doing quarterly planning, so that was always helping them, all of us, to align and say what is the common to than my individual agenda. Trying to further their individual agendas there, right, friends? So this meditation, then let's go in. Meditation means very simple: ending the restless thoughts of the mind. We have thousands of thoughts. We want to rest the mind for some time. This is very easy. Observing natural breath. When observe the breath, mind is becoming empty. When mind is empty, you experience total emptiness all around. That emptiness is energy. So really pretty simple, so we're going to practice it now. When you apply meditation with pyramids, called pyramid meditation, it's got a lot of positive flow of energy, and so then meditation is a lot more powerful. This is some of the pyramids that are made. Now, please, you believed in building pyramids, and the picture that you see is Pyramid Valley International, which is in Bangalore, where many of us are connected here, is can accommodate 5,000, 4,000 people to meditate. And so I build pyramids so that people can go in and then meditate. And so pyramid meditation is beautiful in the sense that it gives so much energy, and so meditation becomes a lot more powerful for everyone. And so let's practice this meditation at this point, dear friends, for a few minutes before we take a break. The meditation that we practice is called breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself. The posture is simple. As you see in the picture, you're sitting down on the floor or in the chair. Cross your feet at ankle. Cross your feet at ankle, as you see there. And then fingers into fingers. Cross your fingers into fingers. Hands comfortably rested in your lap. And close your eyes. Those spectacles, the spectacles not required. Close your eyes and observe normal, natural breath. So you're removing spectacles, closing eyes, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, crossing your feet at ankle, observing breath. Take any reference point on your nose and then observe your breath at that point, that in breath and out breath. When you observe the breath slowly, it becomes empty. Mind is becoming empty. You experience total quietness, stillness, emptiness around. Be in that space. Witness whatever that may be happening to you at that point. You may have movement, sensation, any visions. Observe any of that happen to you involuntarily. But at any given time, if you have thought, and you have thought, your thoughts do come. When thoughts are there, bring your attention back to the breath and start the process all over again. Again, observe the breath, and again, slowly, slowly, thoughts come down, mind becomes empty. You may experience some sensation, or you may not be in that state. I'll play slight music. You may also have a little bit of guidance. So relax yourself with your eyes closed. Be with your breath, dear friends. inside of you, all around you. Empty your mind of thought, which eyes into the present moment. We develop greater present awareness. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of limitless possibilities. The more you are with it, that emptiness, that energy, the more experiences you draw into your life. knows nature, everything is there in his qualities, and so then may become automatically a better individual, transformed individual. So for the rest of the day, we'll have our leaders, many invited speakers from Ananda, from of course various organizations here. They will share their application of it, they're benefiting, as well as how they're applying it in their organization or outside in the communities, and through panel discussions, and then also through some power speeches that we're going to hear. So thank you, and then we'll take a thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such an insightful session. I would like to call upon Mr. Sai Sagar sir, Shashikant Joshi sir, and Dr. Karthikeyan sir to felicitate. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I would like to thank you. I would like to request Sai Sagar sir to felicitate Shashikant Joshi sir as well.
Shashikant Joshi, sir, as most of you know, is a senior pyramid master based out of Pune, and Patriji honored him with the Brahmarshi title in the year 2021. So we appreciate his being here.
Thank you all. We now look forward to a day filled with significant and impactful sessions. Thank you once again.
I'm very happy to attend this regional conference because I am associated with Patri sir for last 17 years, and so I'm in contact with Karthikeyan sir. After a long time, I was able to meet him. So I'm thankful to Chandra sir for organizing in Pune. Actually, I was expecting that this hall will be full of Pune people because this is a very wonderful opportunity. Anyway, but wonderful session. Madam sir, all the best. And what we sir wanted to spread this meditation all over the world, global. And Chandra sir is carrying forward that. Now this is a regional conference, and soon we are going for a global conference. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. In Pune, we have got many meditation centers. We have got pyramids also. Actually, there are around 10 pyramid meditation centers, and there are about 20 pyramid centers started in a house or in a hospital also. We are running meditation classes, and now we are going for a mega pyramid. We are meditating and we are manifesting a mega pyramid in Pune, just like in pyramid, Maitreya Buddha pyramid, or in Kartal, which is 180 by 180, or the same size we are going for. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, we are all with you to manifest, and best wishes for having a mega pyramid in Pune.
So we will now break for tea. We will have a tea break now for 20 minutes. And you all collect, it is downstairs, and you all can collect the Buddha CEO magazine that we just launched. You will get it in the basement. Thank you. Yeah, please return by 12:20.
Thank you, you're doing very well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Like a professional.
Yeah, tea break downstairs. We are getting here.